Hey guys, and welcome to another Fearless Friday with myself, Jennifer. Today I'm going to start with two very important announcements. First of all, I want to welcome Fran to Fighting for Hope on Wonderful Wednesdays. I think you are going to do absolutely phenomenal work for Fighting for Hope, and I'm really glad that you're part of the channel now. So, everyone, welcome Fran. She's so lovely. And the second announcement I have is that I only have 2 weeks left of my treatment program for eating disorders. So the program ran for 12 weeks with an optional 3-week extension. So I took the 3-week extension, so it's been 13 weeks. So math in my head. It's been 13 weeks already, and I can't believe, first of all, how fast it's gone by. I mean, wow, it just feels like I got there yesterday, but it's been 3 months. And also how much work I've done. Like, I was reading old journal entries last night from a year ago when I was really sick and just scared and absolutely had no idea. I had the desire to get better, but I had no idea how. And it's just amazing how much progress I've made in a year. I mean, I feel like I'm almost not a completely different person, but the best person that I could have hoped to be. I mean, this is me at my optimal, I suppose. I don't know, I'm just so happy with all the progress I've made. So, in 2 weeks I'm going to be out of there, which I'm not too scared about, actually. I'm kind of happy because although it feels like it's flew by, I don't need that much intensive treatment anymore. I mean, I am at a very different place than I was before, so I'm very happy to leave. And I just wanted to let you guys know. So today I'm going to talk about therapy on a related note and how I think therapy is crucial for recovery. I got a question one time on my blog, porcelaindream.tumblr.com, asking what was the most important thing in my recovery, like what was the crucial thing. And although everything plays a factor, I would have to answer therapy. And my thoughts on therapy are that first and foremost, you need to find a therapist that you get along with. And I sometimes relate this to friends. Like, you know, most people don't most people can't have a strong friendship with everyone. They need a certain type of person who's going to bond with them, and they can create this friendship. And that's the same thing with a therapist. You need the right type of person with the right type of personalities and approach that is really going to work for you and that you're going to be able to mesh with. Because your therapist, for me, was basically my lifeline. I mean, it's the person that you have to tell all the deep and dirty stuff inside. I mean, you have to trust them. That's one of the most important things. You need to be able to trust them with everything that you're going to say, because this is the stuff that you haven't told anyone because you're too scared to, and you feel as though it's going to make you look like a terrible person. But it's the stuff that you need to work on. It's the ugly and the messy and the deep stuff at the bottom of your core, I guess. But once you get it out with your therapist, which it takes a long, long time, not saying it's easy, it took me a very, very long time, you're able to work on it and you're able to grow and change. So therapy is something that is detrimental, I think, to recovery, because in my last couple of videos back, I talked about how I think someone will be able to recover from eating disorder, and that means going back to all the deep and dark, messy childhood issues and triggers, and that takes therapy, and it takes someone else to be able to take this stuff out of you, because you can't do it yourself. And I just last week I had a family therapy session, and I just felt like the therapy was like magic. I know it's a silly word, but I mean, I had no idea that the stuff that was brought up bothered me. I didn't know the answers to the questions she was asking, but I knew them once I thought about it, and I got the emotional reaction inside. I started getting really upset, and I started it just all clicked, and I knew that was the answer, and it just makes so much sense. But I would never be able to go that deep and figure those things out without someone probing and asking these questions, because I didn't even know the answer. It just, my emotional response to her question just gave it away completely, and now I know, and now it makes so much sense. And that's the same thing with my eating disorder recovery. Everything just makes sense, and it's because of the therapists and whatnot. And the treatment program that I'm at right now is intensive therapy all day long. It's group therapy, it's personal therapy, it's therapy for hours on end. And that's why I'm at the place where I am at now. I mean, it's not the only thing. Nutritional support and medications and lots of other things like that play an important role too, but therapy is definitely been able to help me see who I am and what I want, and even the type of person that inspires me and the type of person that I really want to be. So that's my spiel on therapy. I think if you don't have a therapist and you're struggling with some deep issues, please find a therapist. And I know therapy isn't covered a lot of times in medical, which is, in my opinion, absolutely ridiculous, because I think it should be covered, because it's crucial. But it's definitely worth it. I mean, I would not be in the place that I am right now without therapy. So do a little therapy shopping and find the right therapist for yourself. It took me at least 3 or 4 therapists to find one that I actually meshed with. So, not saying it's going to be easy, but it's definitely worth it. And I hope you guys can trust me on this. So, I love you guys, and I'll see you next week for another Fearless Friday with Jennifer. And you guys can still make additions for Fighting for Hope. It's definitely not over. We need a couple more people too, so, or fill-ins or whatnot. Just make videos, and I'd love to watch them and see you guys, because you're all so wonderful. So don't be shy, make a video, and I'll see you next week. Bye!